Ziliang, let's talk.
Watch your behavior. You're at work.
Regarding Xiangnan, it's all my fault. But you have it all wrong.
I've no wish to know what's between you and him.
Don't you want to know what really happened?
I don't. Will there be anything else?
No, that's all.
You may be done, but I'm not. Sure, come to my office.
Mr. Lin, how may I help you?
I'm making you the new head of the Star of Berlin project.
The Star of Berlin? Isn't Miss Liu supposed to handle that project?
She was supposed to handle it, but now you are. What's the problem?
No problem, Mr. Lin. I'll do my very best. Miss Liu?
What is it?
How about you make me some coffee?
Make you some coffee?
Sure, why not? Since Mr. Lin doesn't trust your ability and has transferred your project to me now, you don't have to do that much anymore. Just take a look around. Everyone is occupied with something. So can't you even make coffee for me?
Sure, you have no right to do that. Miss Liu has been working here far longer than you have. If you want to have coffee, then go make it yourself.
Now that Mr. Lin has been treating you coldly, you want to sympathize her. Very well. Since Madame Xiao has given the order, how can a novice designer like myself refuse?
Why must you be so sarcastic?
No, that's enough. I'll do it.
That's right, Miss Liu. Make that coffee. Keep proving to everyone here that you can still do something useful.
Siwen, is there a problem between you and Mr. Lin?
If we do have a problem, I can deal with that myself. You don't have to worry about my problems.
I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. I was just worried about you.
Why must you worry about me? I always treated you badly.
It's because deep inside my heart, I always kept wishing that you be happy.
You wished that for me?
Although I don't approve of the things Mr. Lin has done to you, I can tell right away that you care a lot about him. And he cares about you too. If two people love each other, it's considered a blessing. Isn't that right?
Well, you're wrong. He doesn't care about me. You've seen it yourself. He just replaced me on a whim. I'm just a puppet that he can easily replace whenever he wishes. I would look up to him with adoration, while he would usually ignore me. Still, I can't live without him. I don't know how you managed to last this long, but I only have one thing to say. Miduo, I admire you for that.
I suppose luck is something given by God, but happiness is something one has to fight for.
Ziliang. I haven't seen you much in a while. Busy with something?
Of course I've been busy. I've been doing a lot of VP work.
You know, I noticed that you've changed a lot.
You haven't. Aren't you tired working for my dad for years?
I've been working for your father for years because I love the job. Isn't that why you've also been helping Xiao Liang?
Of course I have the same reason, although my work is very minimal compared to yours.
I still recall the time when you just joined Tesiro and you wanted to impress the chairman. So you'd seek me out every few days for advice. You were very driven before. You see, that's how most of us are from the start, so we can realize all our hopes someday. Although, in the passage of time, those hopes we had tend to fade too. Ziliang, mull it over. Don't go astray from your goal, or you just might lose it for good.
Hey, Jason. What's up? I just arrived at Desiro.
Desiro? You finished your job. Why must you go there?
The dailies for the ad I shot are going to be viewed today, so I'll be viewing it with Mr. Shen.
Well, I've never heard you get this excited about meeting someone on your own.
Since when was that your business? And I'm not here for Mr. Shen. I'm here to view the daily, so quit it. So Mr. Shen and Mr. Lin are in cahoots with each other.
Hey, sweetie. I thought you were meeting Mr. Shen,
Do you still remember Mr. Lin?
Why he bothered you again?
I just saw him chatting with Mr. Shen today. They seem very good friends.
Hey, so what if they are? After all, everyone knows that Mr. Shen is Xiao Zhendong's most trusted man, so it's not surprising if he's close with Lin Ziliang.
Which means he's also on Zillian's side, right?
Wait a second. Why must you worry about that? I thought you hated taking part in their politics.
Nothing. I was just curious.
Hello? Right. What? Really? All right, I'll tell her.
What's the matter? Hey, is it bad? Because your nose is flaring again. What happened?
Your photos might have leaked out.
I had them in my possession the whole time. How could they have been leaked out?
I heard Gowin's photos were quite revealing, and some of them haven't been edited yet. This incident could ruin her image.
It's not just her image that's on the line. Those photos also contain the latest items we have. If they get exposed, then all the efforts we've made for this would be for nothing.
Look, the current situation isn't as bad as you believe. We'll simply pull out those photos. Then contain the situation, all right? That should work.
So you found it? The source of the leak?
We're still working on it. We'll find out soon.
All right. Then get back to work and tell me what you come up with.
You got it.
About that photo that leaked.
Go on, I'm listening.
I just learned that the leak was an inside job. So I apologize on behalf of our company.
That's all right. It's not the first time I've been through this. So since the photos we've taken have been leaked out, will the promotion of the products be affected?
Oh, yes. And as for the ad, Mr. Xiao has asked me to take charge of it. I'll be responsible for it on his behalf.
Do you already know who leaked the photos?
We're still finding that out.
You're still finding that out? Or are you keeping it from me?
Why would I, when it concerns your image? Although I doubt the leak came from my team, they're very reliable and I trust them.
But if it's an inside job, then it could have been done by somebody you really trusted. Betrayal can sometimes happen between the closest friends.
What are you implying?
Nothing, really. It's just that I've been betrayed so many times, I could easily sense the type. If I recall correctly, you're responsible for keeping all those photos, aren't you, Mr. Shen?
Are you accusing me of leaking them out?
No, of course not. But I suspect it could be someone you're close with. Why, I even heard you're pretty close with Mr. Lin.
Look, Miss Gao, you don't have any proof, so keep your suspicions to yourself.
Can you blame me for that? He already targeted me in the past when I was still Xiaoliang's girlfriend. And now that I'm working again with your company, do you think he won't try that again? I do hope you check him out too.
Miss Gao, this is an internal affair. You don't need to trouble yourself with it.
I see you're really set on protecting him. Are you really that close with him that you'd be willing to help him with the sneak attacks on Xiaoliang?
Gaowen?
And I always wondered why. You've been causing me trouble ever since we've met, and now judging from your attitude, I should have known better.
So you think I'm the type who would help someone just to get ahead in the company?
I really hope you're not. Because if you are, I'll protect Xiaoliang from you both.
All right. In that case, I have nothing more to explain to you.
I have news.
Don't tell me, I don't want to hear it. I mean it, Jason. Just leave me alone.
They found who leaked the photos. It's already been solved.
Will you stop mentioning the photos, Jason? Quit making me remember Han Bin all over again.
But I never mentioned Han Bin. Was he on your mind?
Well, not exactly him, but the person who made me forget about him. I still couldn't stop thinking about Lei Ming. Those times when we would shop at the market and ride that used car together. He came to me during my darkest days and brought color to my life. He had that, you know, color.
All right, you miss Lei Ming, so why don't we give him a call?
Don't bother the guy. He's tired enough as it is, and I don't intend to make him feel more tired.
Listen, sweetheart, there are plenty more fish in the ocean. If you need my help with that, I'd be happy to point out some prospects, like some of the guys you work with, the actors, directors, and how about those big shot investors, like Mr. Shen, for instance?
Don't mention his name.
Why not?
It's because he helped Lin Ziliang leak out those photos to ruin me. I told you so many times that I hate people who betray me. Even the public knows that. Don't you know that yet?
But Lin Ziliang and Mr. Shen didn't do that. They had nothing to do with the leak that happened.
And what makes you sure that they're not involved?
Because they had it investigated. It was the cameraman who did it. Mr. Shen was so outraged she replaced the whole crew then and had some lawyers get the photos back. Okay?
Are you sure he's not involved?
Oh, I'm very sure. 100%. Listen, sweetie, don't assume that every guy you meet will betray you because of what Han Bin did. And don't give up your chance to love again, just because Lei Yiming left you then. Am I right?
What have I done? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
What are you even talking about?
How could I have been so stupid? Don't answer that. Just don't talk. I need to think.
Mr. Shen, since the photo leak has already been addressed, would you like us to arrange the next shoot with Gao Wen?
No need. Listen, I heard this wasn't the first time for Gao Wen to go through this. So how did that happen to her? Just tell me the truth.
Well, sir, that happened quite a while ago, when Gao Wen's nude photos were leaked out by her boyfriend. It was a huge scandal back then, and it almost ended her career. So it's easy to understand why she's upset about this.
I'm sorry. Forgive me for saying the things I've said. I was so wrong. No. That sounded so humble and insincere. I can't do that. Again. Action. You again? All right, you're forgiven for those leaked photos you've caused. But I hope this never happens again. No, you don't have to kneel. Please stand up. No, that's more my style. All right. Oh dear, the wind blew my bag away. Oh gosh. Oh. 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 The wind is quite strong. Oh dear. It's all right. At least I got my bag back. I heard that, that you already found the person who leaked out those photos of me. So what do you have to say to me about this unfortunate affair?
Well, if you wish, I can go and have my assistant present you a public apology from the company.
No, it's fine. I just hope this never happens again. Better make sure of that.
All right. I should thank you for that.
No need. I'm quite a generous person.
Then, Miss Gao, if that's all you have to say to me, you'll have to excuse me. I have to work.
Wait, don't go just yet. I crossed the line the last time, and I'm sorry.
I know.
So that's it? I just apologized to you and that's how you react? Like you don't even care?
Why? How am I supposed to react?
Well, I'm not pulling an act here. I just gave you a sincere apology. Which is something that I've never done in the past, so the least you could do is to convince me to trust you. And that you'd make sure that problem never happens again. Or something.
Look, Miss Gao. This relationship that you and I have right now is purely business. What you want from me will require a personal kind of relationship between us. And if you and I do get personal, that should be kept private, right? In the meantime, since we're at work, would you please wait until work is over? And would you park the car properly for me?
Okay, what the heck just happened here? Gosh. What kind of car is this? You and your stupid car. It won't even cooperate when I drive it. It's as stubborn and as arrogant as its owner. Stupid car. Go park it yourself.
I suppose luck is something given by God, but happiness is something one has to fight for.
Mr. Lin.
Wait up! Mr. Lin, I'm glad I caught you here. You see, sir, I've studied the Star of Berlin design plan, and I added a lot of fresh ideas to it. Thanks for believing in me.
Well, I never doubted your abilities. It won't be long before I take you to meet some clients. I believe you'll be capable enough to handle special projects.
Really, Mr. Lin? Why, thank you for the opportunity.
No need for thanks. We're lucky to have a talented designer like yourself. And besides, I heard that you're already famous in the British jewelry circle. Just keep up the good work.
Mr. Lin, wait. I was wondering if I could invite you to dinner tonight.
No, I'm afraid not. I'm busy tonight.
So yeah,
Shangnan, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, so I came here. Are you and he still on bad terms? I could explain things to him.
Don't bother. He wouldn't even listen to me.
Have you been skipping lunch again? You look really pale.
I've lost my appetite. It's fine.
Seyan, you have to take your daily meals, no matter how you feel. Come on, I'll treat you to lunch.
What?
I insist.
Ziliang might take it the wrong way.
He won't mind you eating. Come on. Here, have this. If you won't eat it, then I will. The fish is delicious. Really fresh. Really nutritious and tasty. I just love it. It's delicious. Try ordering the fish. It's really good, man. I love fresh fish. Gosh, I just love all the food we're having. So good. All right. Now let's see you do that.
you went out with him again.
Liang.
What's the matter? Are you afraid I'd ruin what you have together?
But you got it wrong. I wanted to explain everything, but you never gave me a chance to do that. You turned so cold on me. You won't let me come near you whenever I tried.
So you went with him instead? Don't you realize that I pushed you away, knowing you would still come back to me? So why did you have to go with him again?
Do you mean that? Do you really want to have me back?
I will not have you see him again. If you do, you will hurt me very deeply. All right?
I'm sorry.
Are you looking for someone?
Oh, come on. Have you already forgotten the man you married?
What?
Then let me introduce myself. I am Tang, your husband of 5 years.
This can't be possible.
Now, why can't that be possible? You've lost your memory for a long while, so you forgot all about me again. But this has always happened to you. I've grown used to it.
You're my legal husband?
You know what, dear wife? You're no different from the first time I met you. When you and Xiaoliang were still an item, you were quite ambitious back then, yet you were innocent and simple. If you had stayed that way in the 5 years of marriage, we wouldn't have ended up this way.
Don't touch me.
For the record, I just came here today because I feel sorry for you. But if you promise to forget Xiaoliang and treat me like a real husband, then I'd be more than willing to have you back as my wife.
Let go of me!
Be quiet! Do you think I don't know what you're doing here? Living in another man's house? If I hadn't known how low you've sunk, I wouldn't have bothered to save you from all this.
Leave me alone!
Stop! Come here!
Let me go! I don't know who you are! Get away from me! Ah!
So did you meet Yechi's ex?
Yes, I did.
And did you tell him to take her away from here?
I felt guilty. I just told him not to hurt Yechi.
So what was the point of meeting the guy? Wasn't it to get them back together?
Well, that was when I thought that they were just like any other couple who'd quarrel and that he still loves Yechi. The thing was, when I met him, I found out that he's a real bore who doesn't care about anyone. So if he takes Yechi back with him, he'll just torture her and Yechi will never be happy again.
So you want Yechi to be happy? Then just let her have Xiaoliang. Look, she's your rival, and she's after Xiaoliang. And you? Are you giving him up to her?
I am not giving up Xiaoliang, but I won't push Yechi off a cliff either.
Huh, how very kind. But then, that sort of kindness can also end up being your downfall in the future. You'll regret it.
I'll regret it more if Yechi's husband hurts her. I urge you not to frame Yechi. By using her ex-husband, it won't do anyone any good. With the condition she has right now, it will be bad for her. So I'm quitting.
All right, then quit. But I'm sure that once Yechi gets her memory back, you're the first one she'll come after.
Hello?
I'm at the hospital. Yechi had an accident.
I've already checked the patient. She suffered quite a concussion. Thankfully, it isn't that serious. She needs some time to rest, so please try not to disturb her.
Yes, doctor.
So, how's she doing?
Fine, I guess. She just fell down and hit her head hard.
Did Xiaoliang tell you to come over for this? Yeah, she's like a time bomb. Whenever she explodes, you get affected by it.
Don't worry, we're fine. Now will you just get back to work? Stay out of our affairs.
Look, I was just...
Whoa. I didn't even know you had a relationship with him. No wonder you wanted me to take Yechi back again, because you're also his girlfriend.
Didn't I tell you not to ever come near me? What are you doing here?
Sorry, but it was Yechi herself who got in touch with me. She called me up last night and said she wants me to take her away from Shanghai. Since she's now my responsibility, you're all free to leave.
Who says you can just take Yechi away? You don't deserve her.
Oh yeah? So you want to keep two women at the same time? Listen, buddy. Even if I don't want Yechi back, you can never have her. She belongs to me.
She was your wife. You can't lay claim to her.
That's where you're wrong. Because until now, she is still my wife. We never divorced. Therefore, by law, my dear man, she's still my wife.
Xiaoliang!
All right. If that's what you want, then we'll settle that the legal way. Because I know how you used to beat her up, you filthy swine! You'll get what you deserve!
Hey, watch it.
Look, pal. I guess fate led us to meet each other today. So let's go to the cafeteria for some snacks. My treat. What do you say?
And who are you in all this?
Well, actually, I'm a close friend of your wife's ex-boyfriend's girlfriend. So in a way, I'm also their friend. That makes us friends too, right? So let's go down for some snacks, shall we? Come on, my treat, right?
Well, but
let's go.
Miruo, did you meet with Tang and ask him to take Yechi?
I thought they could sort out their troubles together until I saw the kind of guy he was.
And since you told him about her, do you think that piece of scum is gonna leave her alone? Yechi's still very sick. How could you place her in the hands of that jerk? What if he hurts her again?
I know Yechi is a patient. That's why you're looking after her. But what about me? Is it because I'm not hurt and sick and I have my family and friends? And I'm not as pitiful as she is and I don't need to be looked after? Xiaoliang, you know I'm your girlfriend. But whenever I find you looking after another woman, I feel that I'm the one who should be pitied here. Sure. It's true I got in touch with her ex-husband without your approval. And what's so wrong with that? So I am not the kind and generous type like you believe. I can be as selfish as anybody else. I am not the kind of person who's willing to give up her life to save the life of someone else. I'm not as nice as you imagined. I have needs like any other woman.
Miruo, it was never my intention to hurt you. If that's what you want, then I'm going to leave Yechi, since I don't want to hurt you. You're my girlfriend. You should be more outspoken.
Outspoken? Since the first day we were together, there was no way for me to be outspoken. How could I when I felt I never deserved you back then? Fine. You want me to be outspoken? Then I will be outspoken. I don't want you to keep looking after her and to have her stay by your side. I'd rather she remembered everything than to have to keep sharing you with her.
I don't know who you are! Get away from me! Ah!
Promise me, as long as you love me, you won't hug anyone else.
I turned my back on my father and gave up my inheritance for you. How could you betray me like this? Thank you for staying by my side, my queen. She's my girlfriend. Miruo loves me very much. She would never betray me.
It won't matter to you if I live or die, right?
I would have saved anyone in your shoes, even a dog. You understand? What do you think you're doing? Was I not clear? Yechi, we can't get back together. Forget me.
Little Miss Mimi Lee.
I don't want you to keep looking after her and to have her stay by your side. I'd rather she remembered everything than to have to keep sharing you with her.
Long time no see.
Xiaoliang!
I'm here. What's wrong, Yechi?
Well, I'm all right. I just thought you weren't here. That's why I felt anxious.
So how do you feel now? Are you dizzy or something?
Would you like me to call the doctor over?
I'm sorry. I've been a trouble to both of you.
We're just glad you're okay. Now lean back, that's it.
Xiaoliang, I thought I heard you both arguing. Are you both doing okay?
We're fine. Don't worry.
glad. I was worried
Actually,
that...
there is something that I would like to say. I had no idea why you left your ex-husband then. If I had known that, then
That's all in the past. It's long over. He seemed like a complete stranger to me. Miduo, have I been causing trouble to you both? Am I being a burden?
Of course not. Don't think of such things.
Okay, so why haven't you said a word? What happened up there? Did you two argue again? So why the long face?
Yet she keeps wanting Xiaoliang to look after her, and it makes me feel very hurt. Blaming, am I being selfish?
Everyone tends to be selfish, to some extent. It's normal to feel that way, especially about the person you love. If you live only for others instead of yourself, then you wouldn't be Miduo. You'd be Buddha.
I wish Xiaoliang would think more like you. Because to him, I'm just being a mean person.
Now, who said you were mean? Did he tell you that?
No, he didn't. I just think that's how he sees me right now. It's just that I only keep showing him the good side of me and all the good qualities I have. And now he's starting to find out that I also have lesser qualities. I also get jealous, and I'm not that innocent, and I'm also selfish. So I feel that I've let him down in a way.
If you think that...
Then you don't know me very well. If all I wanted was someone perfect, why would I have chosen you?
Hold on, what's that supposed to mean?
Miduo, you have only been showing me your best side. But all I want is for you to be yourself. I'm disappointed not by your selfishness, but by the way you avoid telling me what's wrong. Why tell an outsider about our troubles?
Who are you calling an outsider here?
I'm sorry. I know I should have been more honest with you.
Once Yechi recovers, I'll find a place for her. I'm not gonna let anyone affect your peace of mind, okay?
Come on, guys. Do you really have to be this affectionate in broad daylight? It's very inappropriate if people see you here. Look, I still have work to do at the hospital. No need to see me off.
Mr. Lin, this is my draft for the Star of Berlin.
You'll have to put that aside for now.
But why? What mistake did I do?
I took a second look at Ms. Liu's design, which I find good enough. So I'm reassigning the project back to her.
Well, that was a quick change of decision.
Yes, I did change my mind about that. What's the problem?
Nothing, sir.
Then go back to your desk.
What kind of dirty trick did you pull with Mr. Lin? Why did he give you back the Star of Berlin project?
It was my project to start with. It's only right I have it back.
Your project, huh? With your kind of skills? Oh, right. Your skill at taking advantage of men. That's why they back you up even when you've done nothing.
Oh, please, speak for yourself. You keep going to Mr. Lin's office every day. Is that part of the skills you have?
So what if I go there?
Just let me give you a friendly warning. Stop dreaming of things you can never have, understood?
Do you think I don't know what really happened? You've used me as a pawn when you were still arguing, and now you're back together, you just both kick me aside? Well, I'm not like you, Siwin. I won't have any man make me look stupid. I'm not as pathetic as you.
I'd watch my mouth if I were you. You know nothing about me. So stop testing me, or you're going to be very sorry.
Go ahead and keep living in your own fantasy world. Let me tell you, your days are numbered.
Hello, sir. So what's this urgent matter all about?
That's your salary for the month, and severance pay.
Sorry, sir. What do you mean by that?
Starting tomorrow, you're no longer an employee here. Just find another job.
But why, sir? Have I performed badly in my work?
Well, to be honest, you've been doing very well in your job. You're among those I trust. The problem is, I'm just the manager here. And I have to follow the boss's order. He said that he wants you out for offending a client.
Offending a client? Which one?
The VP of the Zero. Do you know him? I was really surprised, since you're not even responsible for the Zero account. How could you have offended the guy?
I understand. Don't worry, I'll leave, sir.
I'm sorry.
So can you now recall everything that happened?
When I was still in a coma, you've been attending to my place and my work for me. So thank you.
Well, there wasn't much to deal with anyway. After you had that accident, the company filed for bankruptcy. And even your apartment got confiscated. Monsieur, you must have felt so sad when you woke up from your coma.
What's to feel sad about? I just felt that I've been asleep for too long. That by the time I woke up, so many things have already changed.
Well, yeah. It's been months since you've been away. And actually, you're like a different person now.
Really? I don't even know how I appear right now. I suppose I have changed in a way. You know, me, Duo, and I are friends now. And I'm not being sarcastic. I guess that's how we're meant to be. I simply can't have her as my enemy. She's far too nice to fight with.
You mean you've decided to leave me Duo alone? And what about Mr. Xiao?
I haven't forgotten about my aim. To win Xiaoliang back again. But I mustn't hurt me Duo. Not in any way. That will cause Xiaoliang to move away from me. I made that mistake once. I mustn't do it again.
How do you plan to go about it?
I have no idea. I've done almost everything to put Mi Duo down. To have Xiaoliang love me again. And he wouldn't even look my way back then. But now that I've been doing nothing, I'm getting his full attention. So I guess I'll have to pretend I'm sick just to have him by my side. He's nicer to me now, and treats me like I was his family. So I might still have a chance to win him over, with the closeness we have lately.
By the way, don't you have Mi Duo's secret in safekeeping? What will you do with them? Don't you plan to use them anymore?
If I am to use them, this isn't the right time. Listen, now that you mention that, there's something I must ask you. Where are you presently keeping those files?
微笑的好像就是在哭泣，在12月悲伤是秘密。我帮你擦去那眼角的泪滴，却我难不到你的心底。和你在一起，每天都是好天气。6月的蝉鸣透露出我的心情。我听 我自己，好朋友完美的距离，害怕终究要和你分离，假装最关心的朋友，我静静为你停留，其实我知道你的心它为它震动，而我一心肠只为你守候，就只也不留，但时间已解开了解答，或许我们永远只是好朋友，而他是你选择幸福的人，在你身边的我有时好心疼，希望有天做你的男人，如果能假装近距离的朋友，我静静为你停留，只是我知道你的心它为它震动，而我一心想只为你守候，争执也不留，但时间已解开了解答，而我依然是你